Cacao was discovered in Brazil. This is how cacao looks like. Cacao paste. And then they notice, oh, that smells so good. You have to do this 50 times. Well, 49. It means that your coffee will be fruity, winey, and flowery.
Magical sunsets. Let's drink a coffee or a milkshake in the famous tree house. Usually it's extra full. We ordered one soup. This is cebolla soup or onion soup. And my Laura has a zucchini soup.
Yep. Let's eat.
In the trees.
In the tree.
We are up on the trees. Okay, let's enjoy this soup. We are now at Don Juan coffee tour. We park the car, check in here, and then we will go to the tour. We did the check-in and we need to drive another 500 meters until the parking lot and the coffee spot, and we will meet Jose, which is our guide. Alright then, let's get ready to rumble!
Hola.
We're looking for Jose.
Mario.
Mario.
¿Tu nombre?
Nice to meet you, Lara.
Lara y
Adrian.
Adrian. Mucho gusto, chicos. So you can wait
Yeah?
for the tour right at the city, ready? You
Okay.
have bathrooms and coffee to drink by the way.
Alright, thank you, thank you. We'll have free coffee here. Free banana, free coffee, honey coffee. Some medium roast.
Seen a cacao fruit before? No.
Yes.
So you can take it and pass it on. Cacao was discovered in Brazil and it moved into Mesoamerica, which is Mexico and Central America. To grow this, we need a tree. Here we have one of those. The tree needs around 6 to 7 years growing, and then it becomes an adult and it starts producing those amazing cacaos. First step, the tree is going to produce this flower. You see this flower right in here?
Yeah.
Can you believe that this is going to turn into that fruit? The tree doesn't like a lot of wind, a lot of heavy rain, or like hard movements. Why? Because nutritionists, they say that they suggest to eat 2-3 seeds raw cacao once a day, or if you are not getting this fruit in your place, you can buy cacao nibs. Have you ever heard about cacao nibs? Cacao nibs is when we roast the seed, we crush it, and then we get like crumbles from that. It's like tiny pieces. So that will be the second best option to enjoy this. Okay? If not, you can buy a chocolate bar. Would you like to eat this? Yeah? Yes?
Yeah.
What do you think we have inside? One big seed, many seeds?
Many seeds.
Many seeds? Are you sure? You were reading, huh? Okay, let's see. So we're going to do this. We're going to grab one of the seeds. We suck on it. There is a flesh that we are going to enjoy. And then you tell me, Jose, this is kind of lychee, mango, papaya, pineapple, because those are the most common flavors you get from the outside, that flesh. Then if you like bitter, chew it. If not, you can throw it right in there, and that's how you grow your cacao tree in Costa Rica. Okay? So you can see many people, they want to take the risk. So very soon we're going to have a lot of trees growing right in there. Okay? If you swallow it, you get all the benefits from this. Ready? Camera's ready. This is how cacao looks like. See?
Wow.
Yummy, huh? So, can you believe that this is the most important to produce chocolates?
No.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Who got the idea? Who started the process? Well, very soon you will see. Okay, so we're going to grab one, suck on it as a candy.
So this is the tree, and the seeds are here.
Bad taste. Can't believe it's chocolate.
It's a
I
bit
mean
bitter,
cacao. Yeah.
but it's good. Now it's the fermentation time.
The idea is to destroy the embryo that those seeds they have inside. Otherwise, that guy is going to use all the nutrients, vitamins, substances to start with germination process. So at the end, we're going to get empty seeds to produce chocolates. So those chocolates will be very low quality and no flavors, no aromas. So that's the idea. So the process is like this. We're going to get wooden boxes and banana leaves. Banana leaves, they have like natural yeast. It's a fungus that we use to turn sugars into alcohol. So we are going to fold the box with those banana leaves. We extract the seeds from that cacao. We put them right in there. Then we create kind of a pouch, completely sealed. Why? Because air carries different bacteria and they might destroy the process. So we seal it and then we cover it up with a piece of cloth and we have to wait 2 days. We'll be right in here 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks they look like the ones we have right in here. And at that point they are ready to go into a roastery machine, which is a metallic drum that spins with some fire down it. At this point they look like corn seeds. Of course different color, but the same texture. Every single day they were using a metate to produce flour from corn. They were smashing corn to get the flour to produce tortillas, then eat tacos. So they said, well, we'll have to use the seeds to produce flour as well. So they started smashing the seeds. But they didn't know that cacao seeds, they are 50% cocoa butter, 50% cocoa powder. So instead of flour, they got cacao paste. And then they noticed, oh, that smells so good. And here we have it. Then fruit, seeds, fermentation, drying process, toasting. Then we have to remove the shells. Then we crush the seeds to get cacao nibs. And then we start with the grinding process. Many years ago, it was with those stones and these metates, but now we have those machines. Those machines, like the one with the shirt right in the front, as you can see, they have wheels. What happens? Temperature increases inside, it melts the butter that those cacao leaves they have inside, and we get cacao liquor. That thing we get in here. So this is the cocoa butter, and it holds the solid. This recipe that we are going to prepare was very important for our indigenous Mayans, especially Mayans. Okay, so first we need some cacao paste one more time. Who wants to volunteer a little bit? Who wants to work? Okay, big muscles. No, that's why it's a move to natural. That's great. Okay, my friend, clockwise. Okay, right in there is around like 2 to 3 tablespoons. Please pay attention to that volume that we're going to get. There will be more because we're smashing the nips, so we're going to expand the seeds. The secret is if you do it a little bit fast, it will be easier for you because you melt the water. And here we have the original recipe for chocolate. Mayans, they were enjoying a beautiful day, and Spaniards arrived into America. As soon as they arrived, indigenous they thought that those that were coming were gods because they were wearing clothes and looking different. So they ran into their houses to grab some cacaos and chocolate to offer those as presents. As soon as the Spaniards tried out chocolate, guess what? They didn't like it. Why? It was bitter and spicy. But then a few minutes later they start feeling like pura vida, very happy and relaxed. And they noticed it was because of this. So they took, actually, Hernan Cortez, their leader, he took some of the toasted seeds and the recipe, and he sent those to the king, Charles V. When the king tried out chocolate.
This is a cinnamon tree.
This is full of fibers. Full of fibers, and it retains like 80% water. And then what else? Will be 5 to 7% saccharose, and the rest will be minerals: magnesium, sodium, potassium, calcium, zinc, and then we might continue. This is very easy to grow. We just need to dig a canal, place it horizontally, some dirt on the top. 2 months later, we got tiny plants growing from each of the nuts. They continue growing 1 year. And then the way to know if they are ready to be harvested, we just need to take a look at the top. If they have a beautiful flower that looks pretty, like the one from corn, that flower is known as verolice. If they have that verolice, we say, if that verolice is pointing to the sky, that sugar cane is pointing to my heart. So we bring a machete, we cut it very close to the root system, and then we bring it into our trapiche area. Trapiche area and trapiche machine. So this machine is a press to squeeze the cane and get the juice to produce raw sugar. Back in the days, our ancestors, they were using it to produce raw sugar. So for example, it was like this. Instead of having these kind of arms, there were like a gear system right in here and a T wooden maiden and oxen. Those animals, they were wearing this jug right in here. They were walking around this machine and they were moving the whole system. One person placing the stick between the rollers, and in front, huge containers full of that juice. So fire down them, that thing boiling like 10, 15, 20 hours to get a caramel. And that caramel goes into these holes right in here. They fill them up, and then they let it rest like 12 hours to get solid blocks of brown sugar or raw sugar actually. Okay? Today, instead of producing raw sugar, we are going to drink the juice. So I need 3 very strong volunteers. You will be the catcher, okay? Catcher, you will be in charge of grabbing the cane while it goes through. The idea, we want to keep it clean, so we don't want the stick to touch the ground. So you grab it, you pull it, and then you pass that to me and that's it. Okay? Today, we are going to produce a typical drink that we have in Costa Rica. That is known as agua de sapo, toad water. Okay? Okay, all yours, my friend. And one more time. We have to do this 50 times. Well, 49. Coffee or cafeto is actually the name of the plant. You can touch them, you can feel them. Cafetos. Coffee was discovered in where? Where do you think?
Ethiopia.
So here, it means that our farms, they are forests with coffee inside. Then that we have a lot of biodiversity growing in here. That also means that we are using our farms as educational programs, places to share how can we do it, how can we stop using chemicals to grow this amazing fruit. Sometimes also people they ask, but in a cup of coffee? Well, it means that your coffee will be fruity, winey and flowery. If you like those notes in your coffee, my friends, you will have to look for specialty coffee. That will be like that in those packages. Specialty coffee, 100% Arabic. Not only from Costa Rica, but from Panama, Brazil, Colombia, different countries. We are moving into this new way to produce amazing coffees, where the idea is, of course, protect the planet and all of that, but also we want to hear from you. Is this banana? Is this vanilla? Is this orange, chocolate, dark chocolate? Those things. So amigos, here we have two different drying processes. In this industry we have around 20-25 different drying processes. Here at Don Juan we apply just two of them. The classic, fully washed process. This coffee right in here, we get it in the market like 90-95% of the coffee that we get, it will be this one. This is the easiest and the fastest way to produce coffee and sell it. It doesn't require a lot of care, that's the point, okay? In 7 days, so the process will be like this. Once we get the cherries, we use a machine that is known as chancador. It's a pulping machine that removes the outer skin, and then it washes out 100% of the mucilage. Then we bring the seeds inside of this place. It will be ready here 7 days, and after that we apply a step that regular coffee doesn't, which is we are going to rest the seeds 1 year. 1 year to enhance the flavors and aromas that they have inside. After that year, our coffee will be ready to go into a roastery machine or to export it. There are two ways to export coffee. The most common way will be green coffee, or there is another one that is parchment coffee. If you want to buy parchment coffee, we are going to send you this. It means that we are going to storage your coffee maybe 3 to 4 years. What for? When the prices they go up, you take it out and then you sell it. Okay? So parchment, the name comes from this shell that is known as parchment. Okay? This is a parchment. But if you want to buy green coffee, it means we are going to use our machines, friction machines, to remove that parchment, and then we will send you this, just the seed, unroasted. That means that you have a roastery machine around, and then you will have a period of 9 months to roast the seeds, because after that there will be plain seeds, no flavors, no aromas, just some caffeine in there. Okay? By 2008 in Costa Rica, we noticed that we were using a lot of drinkable water to wash out that mucilage from the seeds. So we said, what about if we create an eco-friendly coffee? What about if we leave just leave it right in there in the seeds? So we didn't wash out that mucilage from them, so we let them rest around 15 days in a greenhouse like this one, and after that we send the coffee to rest 1 year. Then we did the roasting process by 2009, and then what happened? We prepare a cup of coffee and voila, one of the most amazing, highest profiles in coffee, which is known as honey process. Why honey? Why honey process? In Costa Rica, our grandpas, to every single liquid that has some sweetness in it, they call that thing honey. So they say, oh, that's honey from coffee. So to honor them, we decided to name this coffee as honey process, because we are using the honey from that cherry or those cherries. Okay, green coffee. So once we put that coffee into our drum, we have to wait around 22 minutes, and then we get light roast. Light roast has its main characteristic, acidity. Okay, it takes 22 minutes, higher in acidity, fruity, flowery, and this coffee is the one that offers more caffeine. Why is that? There is an evaporation process that happens inside of that drum. So that's why you will see oil on those seeds. Essential oil.
We are ending the tour with a delicious coffee right from Don Juan. Very nice tour.
Yeah, so interesting. We find out so many details about the way chocolate is made.
We taste chocolate, we taste coffee and sugarcane juice.
Yeah, I think the coffee tour was the most interesting one for me. Now I know what to buy from the supermarket.
We bought a souvenir from here. We will taste it at home. We are going to the biggest ficus in Monteverde and in Costa Rica. It has an unusual shape. Very dark, but we would like to see this ficus. This is one of the biggest ficus in Costa Rica, and it has really nice roots. This is how it ends a great day in Monteverde with the sunset. You can spot it anywhere in Monteverde. Magical sunsets. We discovered a large mall in the center of Monteverde. Huge center. We almost missed it. It's right near the sign Monteverde. Super banks, restaurants. This is how we end our time in Monteverde. Tomorrow we'll be going to Quepos, 4 hours from here. Stay with us, subscribe, and travel and tell no one.